Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation, also referred to as SMIF, works collaboratively to help create vibrant communities, innovative and successful economies, and engaged and valued citizens. A key component to creating a vibrant region is to ensure all its communities are strong and successful. The Small Town Grant Program seeks to invest in collaborative initiatives which improve the way your community works together and solves challenges. SMIF seeks proposals which lead to more innovative, efficient processes, increased successes, and improved communication, impacting the culture, education, economy, and/or social aspects of your town. Small Town Grant applications open on May 16, 2022. The application deadline is June 23, 2022, and the application award date is August 23, 2022. SMIF has switched to a fully online application. We no longer accept applications via email, fax, or U.S. mail. You can access the online application system on our website. You will need to set up a GoApply user account. Detailed instructions are also included on our website. If you have any technical issues with setting up your account or technical issues with your application, please contact Tom Gaber, SMIF Technology Manager at 507-214-7042. SMIF does not take into consideration whether or not an application was written by a professional grant writer, experienced grant writer, or a first-time grant applicant. What we look for in an application are that it identifies ways to boost the well-being of individuals and quality of life in small communities, fosters more community engagement and activities which result in more collaborative community activity, impacts a community's culture, education, economy, and/or social aspects of their town, can be replicated and seed new initiatives over time, will have tangible outcomes within the 12-month time frame, soundness of budget, and overall impact of project. We launched the Small Town Grant Program in 2017. It is a competitive grant program. On average, we award 40% of the grant applications we receive, and the average grant amount is close to $8,500. We award up to $10,000 to communities with populations of 10,000 or less. Projects must be completed in a 12-month time frame. SMIF will consider new initiatives or existing projects with a new aspect. Eligible organizations are IRS-designated 501c3 nonprofits, units or agencies of government, or public institutions such as public school districts, public colleges, and public universities. Other nonprofit organizations may apply if they have an eligible fiscal agent. Exclusions for this grant include individuals, businesses, or other for-profit organizations, general operating expenses and expenses not directly related to the project, programs or services mandated by law, routine maintenance, campaigns, or endowments. You can find the online application through our website, smifoundation.org. When completing your online application, you will attach at least one letter of support from someone other than your organization or your fiscal agent. We are looking for community buy-in for your project and any potential collaboration or partnerships. Part of your online application is the budget section. Ask for the amount you actually need, between $1,000 and $10,000. You are not required to have a 25% cash match in hand at the time of the application, but you will need it in hand before we can release grant funds if you are awarded. Cash pending would be any grants you have applied for, any other requests you have made for funding, and any fundraisers you are doing or plan to do. In-kind or non-cash would be the value of a person's time or service, how much you would pay them normally, the value of donated equipment, supplies, space, what you would normally pay for it. We would also like a brief description of what you plan to spend the small town grant funds on. Carefully consider the impact of your project. For example, how will your community be better because of your work? How will you increase participation of people engaged in your project? What will success look like? Examples of previously awarded projects include City of La Crescent to engage the community in a branding process to reflect a shared vision that celebrates the community as a destination point for the tri-state area and beyond. Lake City Economic Development Authority to engage the community in developing a brand identity and marketing approaches to attract new residents. Preston Economic Development Authority to target the existing community, new residents, and land developers through newly created housing information and a livability website tab. Rotary Club of New Prague to develop a community peace garden where volunteers can grow food to donate to the local food shelf. The garden will also provide local senior residents a place for recreational gardening. Spring Grove School District to create a new community makerspace program that would empower and direct students to address community challenges through their own individualized creative projects. St. James Public Schools for a project working towards tolerance, acceptance, and a celebration of diversity so all feel a sense of belonging and community pride and ownership. Tri-City United Schools and Communities for a feasibility study of connecting each of the 3 communities with a walking, hiking, biking, and winter activity trail. You can access the Small Town Grant Guidelines and application at smifoundation.org/smalltowngrant. For questions, contact Jennifer Hine, Smith Grants Coordinator, at 507-214-7040 or Jennifer H. at smifoundation.org. The Small Town Grant Program is supported in part by a generous donation in memory of Paul Johnson, who wanted southern Minnesota's smallest communities to thrive. We are grateful to Paul Johnson's family for continuing his legacy.